The chaos in the Capitol also disrupted vote counting in Georgia's Senate runoff, but it appears we already know the outcome. Democrats Reverend Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff were both declared the projected winners of their respective races within 24 hours of the polls closing. A historic victory for Democrats in Georgia and a huge win for the Biden administration as Democrats take the advantage in the Senate. Now, counting has resumed in Fulton and Gwinnett counties in these races, and Joe Ripley is at the English Street warehouse in Atlanta right now. And Joe, what's the latest where you're at?
So let's break it down for you. Fulton County elections workers having to process 7,500 absentee ballots yesterday at the Georgia World Congress Center. Right now, they have to get those here to the English Street warehouse in order to review and adjudicate those. The question is when. A panel is going to look at those absentee ballots to address any issues about voter intent, signature matches, and any other flags. Right now, we are still working to learn what time that process will take place here in Fulton County. Workers were sent home early yesterday out of an abundance of caution when the U.S. Capitol was ransacked. Election officials are meeting right now to determine when that adjudication process will start. In Gwinnett County, workers were back at 8 o'clock this morning. They left at 5 yesterday, normal time for them. Gwinnett had nearly 1,400 absentee ballots that had signature mismatches or didn't even have a signature at all. Officials say they have about 600 absentee ballots left to be cured there in Gwinnett County. And workers still need to review more than 860 provisional ballots and 650 military and overseas ballots that they've gotten so far. Those overseas ballots must be received by Friday at 5. They will need to have been postmarked by Election Day, so something to watch there. Gwinnett expecting to certify its election results by Monday morning at 9:30. Again, we're waiting here in Fulton County to learn when those 7,500 absentee ballots will be reviewed and brought here to the warehouse.
Joe, thank you. The waiting game continues. All right, you can find much more on the newly elected senators and the latest on the vote count on the 11 Alive app.